Hello Saberland, this is MKSABERS, and this is a reveal video for Richard. Richard, I don't know if you know, but a little history of the saber. It was originally, I called this saber the French Connection. You probably saw it on a couple of my posts, but it originally went to France. I think you purchased it off of eBay, so you're the second hand. A little background for others watching this video. The previous owner accidentally put the wrong charger on the battery. They put like a 7-volt or something charger, and it's a 3.7 volt system. But thankfully, using the high quality parts that I use, the lithium polymer battery did not explode, and the protection circuit worked just like it needed to. However, with a blown battery, with this Goth Master chassis, it requires a complete disassembly and reassembly to replace the battery. And so Richard acquired it for actually a really good price as I was watching that eBay auction, and then reached out to me to rebuild it. And so in its original incarnation, it had a Crystal Focus 9 with a Tri-Cree LED and a standard Solos Hold or deluxe Solos Hold blade holder. And Richard asked for upgrades, so it's a Proffie now, smooth swing, 1-inch blade holder. It's got a KRsabers blade holder on it, and we maintained the chassis. So let's get into it. Some of the features. So it is a Graflex Moz box Graflex. Has the short grips on it, but it's a Roman's Graflex replica. It's a beautiful Graflex. It's still in great shape for being around the world probably twice now. And it has a Goth Master chassis with brass and gold inserts. It's just a wonderful, wonderful chassis. And it does have a real quartz crystal, because MKSABERS prefers those when I can put them in, versus the 3D printed ones. Nice thing, behind this door is the kill key and charging port. You can rotate it to turn it on. You can pull the kill key out. I'll pull it out just so you can see it, and it'll boot it up to charge it. 2.1 millimeter. Richard, we already went back and forth to make sure you have the correct charger. Turns on some accent LEDs right on the bottom, white on the top. That was the original design. It does have a fully removable chassis. Richard, pay attention. So to remove the chassis, I'd back out the main button, probably like a half turn to a turn. You don't have to take it all the way out. Remove the glass eye. That is also the blade retention. So you remove the glass eye, and it allows the entire chassis to slide out. And we can do a full chassis reveal. So we'll do that first. So this door is what is protecting the soundboard. It will come off. There's nothing holding it on. I couldn't come up with a snap devisement or anything, but this door will fall off, and it gives you access to the SD card and to reprogram the Proffie. I have this Proffie programmed. It's got like 20 blade styles on it, a good selection of fonts. Technically, if you ever need to program it, I've got the config on the SD card, so so you know what's in the configuration. And I have you don't really have to take the SD card out, because you can access the SD card through the USB cable. What normally would happen is you'd have a access to the SD card there, but you can actually get access to the SD card this way, because the Proffie is a much smaller board than the Crystal Focus 9. So I hid the Bluetooth that you requested behind the plastic door, which works really well. So then the Bluetooth actually has a really good range. Stock pixel with the 5 LEDs in it, and just a beautiful saber. I just kind of go around showing the KRsabers. One thing I want you to keep an eye on: this piece, this brass piece out here, if you're not careful, will get bent and will interfere with putting it back in the chassis. So please be aware of that. Try not to bend this piece, because if you try to put the chassis in, and it starts hitting things, most likely this got bent out of place and is actually interfering on the inside of the chassis. So be very careful. What you usually do is you always use such utmost care of this. I mean, it's pretty sturdy, but you're not going to want to jam things in and force things. If something isn't working, you shouldn't force it. So let's actually boot it up here. Smooth swing. 3-watt speaker. I upgraded the speaker since the old speaker was a 2-watt speaker for the Crystal Focus 9. See the stock NeoPixel holder. 1-inch setup for a 1-inch NeoPixel blade, and it is all ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it down here and kind of do a little demo of the Bluetooth. Put all the bits and pieces here. And so it is a free download. I'm going to do this live here. It's a free download on iOS, and currently the free software is only for iOS, unfortunately. So if you have an Android, try to get stock to upgrade it. So I'm selecting it. I'm going to go into Proffie, and I'm going to go into remote control, and we're going to play around a little bit. So we can turn it on, and here's your custom song, Richard. It is the custom song you requested. It's on the first. It is on the first font, first setting. And of course, you can play the music with the blade on. Do clash, blaster, force. Lock up. And drag effect. You can adjust the volume, make it louder, make it softer. I have it set for about 1200, which is plenty loud. It is a very loud saber. There's other fonts on here. Another Young Ray. It pulses the crystal, which is kind of nice. Turn it on. Some other green blades. Just to show that everything works. It's just wonderful. And if you wanted to see it, what we'll do is we'll reassemble it here. And then we'll, so reassembly, line up the switch with the switch. I'm going to try to do this probably off camera so I don't accidentally put things in the wrong spot. And line things up. And sure enough, we'll get it put together. And it seems that piece may have gotten just a little buggered. There we go. And so once that comes through, you can see the window. What I'll do is I'll show you that comes up through the window. You line it up.
Moff Gideon.
Yep, I hit the aux button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the 1-inch blade. And 1-inch blade. Put in the blade retention. And you are good to go. Now this is my 1-inch blade, not your 1-inch blade, so I got it configured for your 1-inch blade, and it is ready to go. We'll leave that there. And so your saber's all ready to go. And of course, all the rage is the Mandalorian. And we've got you all set up there. So, Richard, thank you for choosing MKSABERS. Hopefully you like your reveal video, and you'll have this shortly. May the Force be with you.